Hey everyone, I'm Erin Young and I'm one of your leaders for Instagram Bootcamp, and this is lesson number 3. Today we are talking all about content and actually what to post on your Instagram. Now, if you're coming to this lesson first, I want you to pause and go back and make sure you've caught lesson number 1 by Erica and lesson number 2 by Ashley, because both of those lessons do lead you up to this one. We want to make sure Instagram is set up properly, and we want to talk all about your vibe and what types of photos that you're using, because now what we want to do is take those photos and create good content that is going to really attract your audience and your tribe to you, that's going to want them to engage with you and also want to follow you. And so while I'm not the expert, I am dabbling in this. I've listened and done a lot of trainings myself, and I've been doing my own research and paying attention. So today I'm going to share with you what I'm noticing is working for coaches and help you gain some clarity on what you should be posting. Okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I have created a little bit of a presentation for you all today. Hello, former teacher. Okay, but I think this is going to be really great for you guys. Okay, here we go. So today is all about content. So what do I post on Instagram? I don't necessarily think it's any different than what you would be posting on Facebook, but today we're just focusing on your Instagram account because this is where it's at and this is really fun. Okay, you guys? So first things first, I want to go back to talking about your brand and who you're talking to. These are 3 things I want you to keep in the forefront every day when you go to make your post on Instagram. Number 1, I recommend that you're posting 1 time each day. Okay, that's all you need to do. 1 time, 2 times maybe, but you do not need to post more than that. That is what is working for people right now because we have Instagram stories. And don't worry, we have a lesson about Instagram stories as a part of this bootcamp as well. But more of your behind the scenes everyday life that you may have been posting about before, if you were posting 3, 4, 5 times a day, that's going to be better serviced in your stories. This is where you have to be very intentional and make this post count. When you're making this post, I do want you to remember your brand. Earlier this year, we did a training on your branding and branding yourself, and we created your magazine cover. I've saved my magazine cover as the wallpaper and the lock screen on my phone. So when I am like, oh gosh, what do I post? I go, I see this photo, I see my brand and how I want people to see me and be attracted to me and the value and the purpose that I have on social media. My brand helps me. And so it helps direct me in the right direction so that I know that my post is going to be fluent with my vibe, as Ashley said. I also need to remember who I'm speaking to. My avatar is what that is called, because we are the solution for our ideal client, but we have to know who that ideal client is. They're searching for us. They need us, and they will only know that they are our ideal client when they read our posts and they can connect with us and we pull at their heartstrings and we're able to educate and inform them on how our solution will fit into and help them. And so when I post on social media, I actually always go back to my avatar, Hillary. I found a random photo, okay, of someone that captures my avatar. I know what she looks like. I know where she is in her phase of life. And more importantly, I know what success means to her, but I know what she is struggling with right now and what she's feeling, because Hillary is really a version of me and what I was struggling with maybe before my transformation, or even what I'm currently struggling with right now as a busy mom of 2 kids and trying to find joy among the mess and the chaos of being a mom and a parent. And making time for myself. You know, I'm really trying to relate to the woman who feels a lot of the same things that I feel. But I know that if she and I locked arms and worked together, that we both be better people. And I do have a solution that will help her, whether she needs an income-based solution or a tribe of positive women supporting her, or she needs a health and fitness solution. I feel very confident that I can help her with that. And so when I do make a post, I think of Hillary. And I think of my brand, and I feel like the two really mesh together. So I feel if you were to scroll my Instagram, you would say, I know who Erin is. I know what she stands for. I understand who she's talking to and how she can help people. You know, that's kind of how I feel if you were to read my posts or my stories that I've shared. So my goal with my post, my content, okay, is to attract my ideal clients and business builders. It's as simple as that. When I am posting, my goal is to attract them, okay? Attract through something called curiosity marketing. And that's what I'll be shedding some light on that for you. But I want to share my story, and I want to emphasize the word story in a way that relates to Hillary, that makes her laugh, that helps her get to know me, what I do, how I help, and will inform and educate her, so she knows what is possible for her when she decides to work with me. That's what I hope my IG feed, my posts, will do for the woman like Hillary who's reading them and following along. So if I said that and you're still like, okay, I don't really get this, I'm kind of unsure about my brand. Well, I want to reference this really amazing training that I know that is a part of our business launch academies or new coach trainings. And so this is something that if you're like, I need this training, you definitely need to reach out to your coach and say, I need that color wheel training, because I do think doing this color wheel will also help you know what to post, who you are, what is important to you in both your posts and your stories. It has helped me tremendously. This was an activity that Eric and I learned when we went to leadership. Coach Ashley Smith, who's a top 10 coach for the last 2 years, shared this training with us. And this is what she teaches and shares with her coaches too, is to, on your social media, make sure people see all the colors of you. So to be colorful, to be you, we don't want to just post about one aspect of our life. We don't want all of our posts to be fitness posts, or all of our posts to be food posts, or all of our posts to be our children or our dog. We want to share all colors of ourselves. And so when we think about our vibe, when we think about our brand, when we think about attracting our ideal client to us, we do want to showcase our story, breadcrumb the opportunity of being a coach and being a client or a customer with us by telling stories and sharing bits and pieces of us. You know, like it's fun to share fashion for me. I love different beauty products. I do believe in having a glass of wine or a margarita. You know, that I believe in being a strong mom for your children. You know, that my color wheel does capture all the different colors that make me who I am. And this was a really good activity for me to do, because I was able to think about all the parts of me that make me unique and make me maybe different from everybody else. You know, I do love baking and healthy recipes, but I also don't follow the recipes, you know, and make up my own versions of things. It's kind of different about me. You know, I'm definitely an organized planner. You know, there's chaos going around all around me, but in the mornings I get up and follow a win my morning routine. You know, those are things that make me different and unique, can help me add value, relate, and attract my ideal client to me. So this is an activity or an exercise that I think you would start with if you're still kind of like, I'm not really sure. So make sure you reach out to your coach so you can get the training and material, or just check it out in your Business Launch Academy, okay? So let's go back to our posts. My posts are doing two things. This is it. They serve these two reasons. Number one, they're breadcrumbing, or they're delivering a right hook. Okay, and a breadcrumb is where you give people a little taste of what it is that you do as a coach in terms of being a business owner and business builder, and also in what it's like to work with me and my health and fitness solutions. I'm breadcrumbing that. in every post, okay? And then once or twice a week, I'm delivering a right hook. So it's like jab. It's Gary Vaynerchuk, okay? He's an awesome, awesome entrepreneur and teacher of entrepreneurs, especially when it comes to social media. But you're jabbing with the breadcrumbs, teasing, breadcrumb, breadcrumb, or a jab, okay? And then you deliver a right hook, and that is your open invitation. I'm accepting people to work with me, okay? And so your posts are gonna either breadcrumb the coaching opportunity, or breadcrumb being a challenger, or they're gonna right hook, join me on my team, or right hook, join me in my challenge group, okay? Every post that you put out in the universe should have a purpose, okay? It should be doing one of these two things. Now, I'm gonna go back with the 90-10 balance and moderation of real life. Every now and then, you just gotta share something really personal, maybe intentional, fun, and meaningful to you that's cute about mom life, or that's hard about mom life, that may not let people know that they can work with you, or that they can be a coach with you, but it sheds light into the real you and where you are right now. So balance and moderation is key. So if you're like, oh crap, that one post wasn't breadcrumbing anything, but did it gain engagement? Did it pull at people's heartstrings? Did it make people laugh? Did it help people get to know you better and decide if they like you or they support you? Then it's a positive, good post. Okay, you guys? So don't worry about that. I feel like every post is helping people get into you a little bit more and understand who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. All of those aspects. So when I'm breadcrumbing and right hooking, I do feel that I try to alternate the content of my post, okay? It doesn't look the same every day. And I'm also not always planning them out in advance. I'm going with the vibe and feel of my day and my morning. I'm trying to make it really authentic. But number one, my posts will show 3 different things: behind the scenes of coaching, of challenge groups, of my life, of anything about me. It's going to show behind the scenes. It's not going to be edited. It's going to be messy, dirty. It's going to be very relatable, or it's going to be really attractive in terms of, I want that too. I need that too. Number 2, it might make my audience laugh or smile. Maybe sharing something that's like something that everybody's thinking, but they're not saying, or something that people are like, how does she understand me so well? Something like that. Or number 3, I do this a lot. I'm pulling at the heartstrings of people with inspiration and motivation, or just with real vulnerable truths about life, about motherhood, about, being a working mom, about married life. I want to pull at people's heartstrings. So I'm breadcrumbing, I'm right hooking with behind the scenes posts, with laugh, smile posts, with heartstrings posts. Okay? It should say, tell bits and pieces of stories. So I try very hard to make sure that all of my posts are sharing a new glimpse or piece or story within a story about me. Some of my posts are long and some are really short. I try to vary it. I don't want every post to be like a chapter book. I think that people like, on Instagram especially, they like short, smart, witty, meaningful, impactful posts that go along with a really poignant, vivid visual, simple visual, Ashley went over that too. And sometimes they like to see the story, and I'm going to get to that too. So there are times when it's okay to say, there's just a picture of you and it's a selfie, and it's one of the many selfies you could take. But behind that, and in that post, it says, I'm smiling today and I have this huge grin on my face today, but a year ago, I was in a really bad place. Let me tell you about it. And that's when you have this really beautiful image of you smiling and you look so happy, but that's an invitation to tell the story that pulls at the heartstrings, that gives people insight into you, that connects with where Hillary is right now, because maybe she's not smiling right now and she needs to know that in a year she'd have that smile on her face. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I mean by that. So let's get even more specific here. Okay. So I do feel like breadcrumbing is really important. I feel like you're breadcrumbing 5 or 6 days a week, you know? So if you've got 7 days in a week, we're posting, you know, once a day. We've got 5 or 6 breadcrumbs every day. With my breadcrumbs, I want to try to create engagement with hearts, with people liking it, and with comments. And so while I may be telling a story, I want that story to be something that people want to like, but I also want it to be something that people want to comment on, that they want to, because when people comment on your post on Instagram, it does boost your affinity or your engagement. More people who follow you will see that post. And so if someone responds to your post with a response that's 4 or more words, like more than just an emoji, it's going to boost your affinity. And so, you know, thinking about that and being able to blend that together, even if someone just said, thinking of you, Erin, I love you, or I can totally relate to you, right? So it's also good to like ask people to get involved or share. Let me know if this connected with you by saying, Erin, this connected with me, you know? And so it's really good to try to help tell your audience how to engage with what you want them to say. I feel like there's a point where you have to, or there is a margin where you have to train your audience that you want to interact with them. And if you're asking people to interact with you, it is very important that you are present to interact back with them. You just don't leave a comment hanging, that you respond with 4 or more words to keep the engagement going with your post. Isn't that crazy how all of this works? It's really like, it may seem like there's a lot to think about, but honestly, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because what we want to do is we want to create content that's social, that people want to look at, that people want to engage with, and then we want to be social back with them. It's social media. We want to engage and engage. You know, we want to interact and have people interact, and so we have to interact back with them. So it makes sense. I mean, it's what Instagram wants to happen. They want to put your stuff out there for somebody, you know, to someone who everybody wants to see it. So how do you breadcrumb? Here's like lots of different kinds. And I would recommend that you vary this, or pick 4, 3 options that you're going to do each week, and maybe find your flow and your rhythm and your vibe, and stick with this. So selfies got to be connected with a story. I think every now and then it's fine to just say #pineapples leg day was fierce. Totally cool. But I also think selfies are an open invitation to tell the story behind a selfie of that moment, of what's going on in your head at that moment. Sweaty selfies are a post-workout picture. Maybe the workout picture also could be in the middle of action to make it a little bit different. Think about your different poses, your different ways to take that sweaty selfie, but we don't want to share a post-workout sweaty selfie every single day as our post. We want to vary it. So these are different ways to vary those posts. So hey, that post is still cool. You can do it, but just not every day. Transformations. We are in the business of creating lifestyle transformations with the coaching opportunity and with our health and fitness solution. So if you want people to know how you help people, we got to share your transformations. So think about that. Like, it makes sense, right? So I like to say, you know, hey, you know, meet so-and-so, or check out my girl, Jessica, or check out my girl, Erica. She's doing the same program I'm doing, and look at her. I'm so proud of her. She's been doing blah, 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 blah. You know, and I may not drop the words 80-day obsession, but I might say she's in the same 80-day challenge or program that I'm doing, you know, and make sure that people see, like, wow, like that stuff works. It's not just Erin. It's not just her transformation, but like her best friend is changing, or her next door neighbor, or her husband, or her mom, you know, or this other girl that's her best friend from Louisiana, you know. So we want to make sure that we're sharing a transformation on it. Like, if you scroll your feed, there should be a transformation that's not like, that's close. That's kind of right there in that grid. You also, I think this is so smart, challenger spotlights and coach spotlights and recognition. Meet Jessica. She's my newest fit mom who's joined me on her health and fitness journey. And already today, After 3 days in, her smile is so much bigger than it was before. Check it out. And it's maybe a side by side, or it's Jessica holding her children, and she's so happy. You know, you've got to ask for permission and say, can I shout you out? You're doing an amazing job. But again, that is inspiring. It gives people hope. It helps people understand like how you can help people. We want to make sure that people also know that we help other people do the same things that we do. So I think it's also awesome to shout out other coaches. And you guys, if you don't have other coaches on your team yet who are succeeding, or you don't have any coaches yet, then shout out your own coach, you know, or shout out the coaches on your team that inspire you or look up to you, or you look up to them, or I don't know, there's something about them that motivates you or inspires you. Then shout out the people on your team, in your tribe, that motivate and inspire you and that you feel are worthy of a shout out. You know, their story is so motivating, is pushing you, because if she can do it, then I can do it too. Like, that's cool, you guys. And you can ask anyone from our team, or, you know, they'll allow that. They would love that. It's so sweet to do that. But then again, like, let's say you have a brand new coach on your team and they've helped their first person, or they've finished their first 21-day or 80-day challenge, or they've gone, you know, 10 days in a row with drinking their superfood shake. You know, those are things worthy of spotlighting and recognizing as well. And so I like to like do a photo that says, like, meet so-and-so. Christina Delgado is really good at this. Meet so-and-so, or I like to say the power of part-time coaching on a, you know, on a graphic or something like that. So think about what would work with you and vibe with your vibe. Family and special and unique family stories. So tell the stories of your family, the special and the unique family stories that people will relate to. That, like, if you know, like, I've lost my brother, I like to share that because I want people to know that I've gone through a lot in my life too, and maybe someone else is going to relate to that as well. When you're sharing your food, you want to share your food with a purpose. I hear my kids laughing in the background. This is what happens on spring break. But you want to share your food with a purpose and share the recipe and how it fits into your plan. And I'll show you some examples of that. You can share videos of your workout, or videos just of you talking as well. You can share up to a minute on an Instagram post. You can share a humorous post, something that makes people smile, or a motivational quote as well. Alrighty. So next, these are some examples, which is what you want. So I said you're going to breadcrumb 5 or 6 days a week, okay? This is an example from Amy Silverman, who we've highlighted and showcased before. So this is the breadcrumb. Notice what she's saying. Had a wonderful staycation, but today I'm back to work. The official countdown to Mexico has begun, and my goal is to help as many people get started feeling confident in their skin as I can before I leave. It's the biggest and most wonderful gift I could have ever given myself, and living a healthy lifestyle makes every aspect of my life better. Operation Paid It Forward, full effect. She's breadcrumbing that she helps people. She's not inviting people to join her. She's just saying, hey, I've been on a little break, but I'm back to work and I'm ready to help as many people as I can. And she says healthy, you know, living and things like that. So it's just an amazing way to breadcrumb. And it's an attractive, fun photo of her and her husband. It's nothing like crazy, like a selfie or anything like that. You know, it's just fun. I mean, it is a selfie, but it's not like her in the mirror and an uncomfortable picture. It's a super fun, attractive visual of her and her husband. Next, this is a really fun one too. Christina is saying, hanging with the birthday girl today. Can we talk about her 80-day obsession results? I'm so proud. God, her goal was to get in peak shape for spring break. She did it. So again, she's breadcrumbing like that you can get in shape for spring break. And she helped one of her friends do that. And she's just showcasing what is possible. She's sharing someone's results. She's shouting out another challenger or one of her coaches and what is possible. This is a really fun one from Ashley Smith. So she is also breadcrumbing what she does as a coach. You know, here she is, it's a cup of coffee and it's on a new rug that she just purchased. And she's creating engagement with this one as well. But she's saying, hey, it's a busy morning, you know, things are moving back in, da-da-da-da. But then she says, some days my days are structured, other times they're a bit messy, wouldn't change a thing about it, you know. But she's also sharing with you that she's mom life, in between emails, in between this and that. I'm answering, I'm doing laundry, I'm taking a few calls with my coaches, I'm working my business, but I'm still doing everything else. So she's giving you a glimpse into her coach life. But then she's also trying to boost engagement. P.S. I decided I love this work from Home Goods. What do you all think? So it's kind of fun. These children. Mom life. I love this. This is food with purpose. Okay. So Kelsey is saying tacos approved on this 80-day program. Yes, please. And I'm loving the sunflower seeds as an additional crunch. And then she's like telling people to go to her stories and talking about her nail colors. So she kind of makes it fun, but she's also showing you a beautiful photo of her food. She's kind of plated it really nicely, holding it over like, you know, maybe a rug or maybe a tablecloth that makes it attractive. But you can see it generated some engagement. People are asking about the recipe. And so she created engagement by actually not sharing the recipe. So I think you could do whatever you want to do in that case. All right. And then the next one, I've got 2 right hook examples I want to share with you guys. So again, Amy Silverman, this is a really awesome visual. You can see her results. But what if this was, I mean, it doesn't even have to show your body. It could show your face, your smile. It could show someone else that you're working with. Her face is not even in it, but you can see how strong she is. And she's obviously very fit. But notice like behind her, it's not perfect. I want you to notice that like life is happening behind her. You see a cat and a crate and all kinds of things going on. It's fine. But it's a right hook. Looking for 10 ladies who are ready to spring into summer, start on their journey, feel amazing, food freedom. It takes work, investment into yourself, but you're worth it. Post it below if you want an invite or DM me your email. So, I mean, she is just saying, here's what I've got. You want to join me? Here's how you tell me you want to join me. And then the last one I want to show you is a right hook into the coaching opportunity, which you wouldn't think it from this photo. Kelsey and her husband, Dean. Doesn't he look hella good? Is he really mine? It's so cute. It's so her personality. It's her vibe. Yeah, he's mine. And she's like, oh, we took a date night, unplugged. But then she transitions that into, we talked about our goals. We're ready to help 5 women this year make a full income with our private mentorship program. And that's just her inviting people to coaching. Her and Dean are like doing their getting started right calls or making sure people are joining them on the journey and they're helping them out. I mean, it's not like any secret. Then it says, helping others see success drives us. We're hosting a meet and greet, Comment below if you want more details. So, I mean, you see where, you know, we've got our breadcrumbs and then we've got our right hooks. And so what I would like for you guys to do is to do 2 things, okay? So you finish this training video, kudos to you, but I want you to take some intentional action. Go look at your feed. Go look at your post. Share below what you're already doing right, okay? Because you probably are like, oh, I'm doing that, right? You should be. And number 2, then share below 3 areas where you can improve on your content for your post that you can start doing tomorrow. You guys, this is an amazing opportunity to use Instagram, and I want you to do your best and trust yourself and be brave and reach out to us with anything. And I hope today was really valuable and helpful, and I will see you later. And sorry about the distractions. Hey, it's real life. I'll talk to you guys later.